In 2016, a group of hackers broke into the Central Bank of Bangladesh without any guns, without wearing masks, to steal $1 billion with just their computers. They almost got away with it. They stole $81 million in just 90 seconds. It was the biggest bank robbery in history. These were the robbers from North Korea. But the craziest part of the story is, after stealing $81 million, they were stopped from stealing it because of just one single spelling mistake they made during the process. The Bangladesh Central Bank holds the largest money in the whole country, so that was actually the target to steal $1 billion. The hackers spent a year figuring out how to get inside a bank's computer. They didn't do anything complicated to break in. They just sent fake emails to the bank employees. It looked like a person sending an email for a job application with CV attached to it. So one of the employees from the bank actually clicked on this email, which was actually the email containing the virus, which we call it as a phishing email. So this is how the hackers were in the bank. Once the hackers were inside the bank after hacking the computers, they did not steal the money right away. They stayed for months to see how the transactions were happening from bank to bank. They hid in the shadows to see everything. Banks uses highly secure messaging systems called Swift. They learned the passwords, the schedules, and how actually the normal day looked in the bank. Timing is everything in the robbery. The hackers choose Thursday to hack the Bangladeshi bank. So why did they actually choose Thursday? Because in Bangladesh the weekend actually starts on Friday, and in the Philippines it is a place where they were sending the stolen money to. There was a weekend for the Chinese New Year, and all the banks were going off and nobody was actually watching them, so they chose Thursday to rob the bank. They send messages to transfer nearly $1 billion, but then they made a massive mistake. They tried to send $20 million to a charity called Shalika Foundation, but the hackers spelled it wrong. One of the hackers, instead of writing Shalika Foundation, he wrote it as Foundation. He missed an O in the foundation. So another bank noticed this spelling mistake and stopped the transaction right away. This saved them $850 million. To hide the money they actually stole, they had to cover all the tracks they were coming from. The bank had a physical safety measure. Whenever they transfer the money, the office printer automatically printed out the receipt how much money it has been transferred. So the hackers knew about this because they studied for months in the banks, right? So when the bank employees came in, the printer was just printing out the blank pages. By the time they realized that they had been robbed, the money was already gone. The $81 million which was actually robbed was sent to the fake bank account in the Philippines. But you can't just walk away with that much stolen digital money, right? You have to make it untraceable cash. So the hackers sent the whole money to the giant casino of Manila. So they turned the money into the casino chips and gambled for few days and cashed out the money. Once the money was turned into clean casino cash and it disappeared completely. So you might be wondering, who robs a bank which was actually a whole country, right? So the FBI traced that it was actually from North Korea, and North Korea is completely cut off from the rest of the world and desperately needs money. So instead of trading goods, they use digital hackers to hack the global banks. At the end of the day, a local bank manager from the Philippines was sent to jail. So the North Korean hacker who actually clicked all the buttons will never be caught in the future. So $81 million were stolen instead of $1 billion, and $850 million was actually saved. So this heist proved a major lesson. No matter how much computer security your banks have, the humans are the weakest link. So one person clicked a fake email which actually cost them $1 billion. But humans are also the safeguards. If one of the hackers did not made the spelling mistake of foundation, he would have actually robbed $1 billion. Now you got to know how to rob $1 billion. The most important thing to rob a bank with having $1 billion is you have to spell the foundation correctly. This is Sub-Zero signing off.